Now I got a little story for you. Small story. Started in FabTech. I'm walking around, wandering around, looking at small machines, looking at all these different welding machines, all cool. Now, of course, the big giants were there. Lincoln, ESAB, Miller, so on. I was looking at these small machines, mostly Chinese, mostly these unknown name brands that were making these small units. And I thought, that's pretty cool. I gotta check these guys out. And I was actually looking into buying one, actually. So, I ran this little competition in my head. In the 3 days that I was there, I was looking at as many as possible of these small units that I could check out and see what they could do. And in the process, I came across this company called Canaweld. Now, Canaweld told me a little story. They're like, okay, you can get a small machine. You can get a tiny little machine that weighs, I don't know, 20 pounds, 10 pounds. But does it meet the safety standards? Does it weld like it says it's supposed to? Does it put out the rated amperage? There's a lot of factors here. So you can make a small machine, but it could also be a bunch of BS. In other words, just straight up lies for marketing. So I live in Canada, so I was pretty happy to check out this Canadian-made welding machine. And it's AC DC, it's 200 amps, and it comes with everything you need. It's 30 pounds. 30 pounds, pretty light. So we're gonna set it up and compare this little unit with probably the top quality machine comparable that it's been proven for a long time is Miller Dynasty 200 to be exact. That's what I'm gonna compare it to today. So we're gonna go ahead and set up everything that comes with the kit. Manual, got your gas line, got your stinger, you got your ground, and you got your torch. Consumables, warranty. Okay. We won't need the stick welder right now. Now what I do like about this Tig torch, it's got this swivel knuckle, which allows you to move with more freedom, and you don't have the weight and rigid feel of the whip like many torches. We're gonna set this thing up and try it out. All right. Now, first thing you want to do whenever you plug in a remote, any amperage control plug will come in with this kind of design with a bunch of pins on the inside connector there, the male end, and it has to match. Also, it comes in with like 300 threads, something that I find on most of them. So be patient. It takes a while to connect this thing. Now, the next thing, quick connect. Next thing is your torch. Good. Ground. together the regulator with the gas hose. I tighten it with the wrench here, so now I just got to install the regulator on the bottom and tighten it with the wrench, and then it comes with a quick connect to the back of the machine, which is pretty cool. Plug the machine to 220. Another nice thing about this machine is it's got a nice big switch in the back. Now here's something that I do with manuals and any data sheets that you want to keep handy. Get a magnet and attach the manual to the machine with a magnet so it doesn't fall off. You don't lose it, but it's always available nearby. There you go. Okay, let's run through the machine. It's a pretty simple interface. It's not too complicated. The manual explains it. Okay, I have to admit, it's not as simple to understand when you look at it in the manual, but I'll go through it here. So you got your purge. You got your input, pulse, if you choose to use pulse. You've got your Tig option. 2-step, 4-step. 2-step is easy. You push the button and you get the power. You push it again, it turns off the power. It does it gradually too, which is kind of nice. Now, if you go to AC, that's good for aluminum. DC, great for stainless and mild steel. Stick option. It's ready to go. Let's get out of sticks. Let's go to Tig. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to try it on aluminum, and I want to try it at 200 amps to see how it performs on 1/4 inch thick aluminum. That is the test. If this machine does well on a 6-inch run of aluminum with 1/8 filler rod, 1/4 inch thick aluminum, matched out. If it does a nice job there, I'm satisfied.
So guys, today we're not going to do anything.
Alright guys, I'm going to fire this thing up, set it up for aluminum. So we're going to put it on AC. Let's see. So from the beginning here, the interface is not too complicated. It's not bad. A little purge, output, pulsar. 2-step, 4-step, AC/DC, stick. So we're going to start with choosing AC, which we already chosen right here, AC, and 2-step. That means you press the button once, it goes, press it again, it stops. 4-step, that's a little bit more controlled. When you want to use it, it's great. But let's set up, so I got 1/4 inch thick aluminum, which means I got to max it out. I got to max out the amperage. Good. Now I'm going to select the balance, 25. Now keep in mind, now this machine is based out of the positive part of the sine wave. On Dynasties is usually the negative percentage out of 100. The negative value of the sine wave is the number you're looking at. In this case, it's the positive. So the reverse. So balance 25. That's cool. Let's go to a balance of, let's see, 20, which gives us a little bit more focus for a inside T. So the remaining out of 20 would be 80. Let's go to the frequency, AC frequency. It maxes out at 100, so we're going to use that. The frequency is a pretty cool control. It amplifies the sine wave to as many hertz or frequency that the machine can put out. In this case, we are maxing out at 100. And just to give you a reference, ordinary household comes at 60 hertz, which is 60 cycles per second, and that's the frequency. All right, let's try it out. That's not too bad at all. It's pretty good. The quarter inch. Now, if you preheat aluminum a little bit, it does a really nice job when TIG welding it. After you preheat it a little bit, it does a nice job. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not bad. Considering the price, what you get is a pretty nice little portable unit that you could weld aluminum, steel, stainless, copper, stick, TIG. And this control, this button style control, it takes a while to get used to it if you've been using the pedal, but I kind of like it. You get used to it after a while. So honestly, it does a pretty nice job for the price. I think it's definitely worth the money. I would definitely consider getting this if I was in the market right now for a small inverter unit.